welcome to the show, actress and model and woman extraordinaire, Eva Marcille. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Portia.
It is a pleasure to have you, and there's so many things I want to talk about. Obviously, we're going to get to all the Queen's Men, but I just wanted to talk a lot about you. So many of us have watched you literally grow up, right? From America's Top Model to Housewives, just evolve on this platform. Just tell us your story. How did you end up with all this coast-to-coast fame and success right here in the Black Hollywood?
Oh, wow. You know, for some reason, a lot of my origin stories start right here in Atlanta. I went to college at Clark Atlanta University.
Yes, indeed.
And while I was in college, I decided to try out for a show called America's Next Top Model. So I went on to do Top Model and came back to college. Then I won the show and went off to enjoy entertainment as a cover girl, jumped into acting. Thank you, Taye Diggs, gave me my first role on Kevin Hill, and that was one of my first big jobs. And I went on from there to Smallville and Young and the Restless. And thank you, Tyler Perry.
Thank you, Tyler Perry.
He put me on House of Pain. And that was like my real big job.
But let me ask you this. I mean, because you've said so many careers just in that, right? I mean, here you are, you're 19, girl from Cali at Clark, wins this big award, and then you're a cover girl.
Yeah, and you know, the CoverGirl thing was, it was a contract with CoverGirl, but the obligation was literally the picture that they had already taken. So I was extremely fortunate to get Tyra to manage me after winning Top Model, and we fought and got an actual CoverGirl sponsorship. And so I decided I wanted a real contract. I didn't want the promised contract from the show. I wanted a real one.
You want the one
so
picture? I want,
I
want the commercials. I want you to see all of this.
I wanted to do eyeliner.
You handled your business.
And so that's how I got into the Procter & Gamble family and started to do things with CoverGirl and Olay. And
then from there, how did you transition from model to actress? Because so many women want to do that, but not everybody can pull it off.
You know, I think there's a reason and a season for everything. I think it's just timing. And so when you're younger, you have the physique of a typical model, right? Well,
and today, let's just be very clear, 20 years later, you still have the physique
of a mother of three. This is a mom of three body with layers on.
With model legs and the face to go with it, but just to be clear,
Well, you know,
there is something to that 20-something figure we had.
Black don't crack. So
and there's that part.
You know, that there's something about our melanin that is just, it's special. And so from the youngest babes to the most distinguished elders, we are going to look refined. But as far as what career path, I knew that modeling wasn't forever. I remember Tyra passing the baton when she left Victoria's Secret and decided that, you know, I'm not going to do this forever. And so I had a mindset very young to know that nothing is for certain, nothing lasts forever, and to always plan my
for
next
what's
move.
next.
And so I think that's how acting really became such a foundation.
Was there any acting as a child or anything? Of course.
Yes. I was always, my parents put me in conservatory when I was younger, forced to play an instrument. My family had to play a sport, and you had to play an instrument.
That's good,
and you had to be a scholar. So my dad was a jazz musician, so we had to play the piano. Then I didn't want to play the piano anymore, so I started playing the trombone. That was my newest instrument. Why? Worst mistake ever. My father plays the trombone.
Gotcha.
So I had to practice with him every night, all day. He used to come to school, give us sheet music.
Oh, he's that dad.
He's that dad.
Got it.
He's that dad. So just the foundation for art has always been there.
Gotcha. So that's why the transition was a smooth one and a successful one.
Yes.
So all of the Queen's Men, my goodness, Madame DeVille. She is something else. I think that's how I saw you describe her on Twitter, right? She is something else.
She is.
A real powerhouse. And I like your description of her as, you know, don't call her too tough, because we don't say that when a man is like that. Tell me more.
You know, what I love about All the Queen's Men and what Christian Keys, whose book this is designed after, who created it, Ladies' Night, and what Tyler Perry has done with it, they created a woman that could rival any man. In a world where women were not supposed to be this strong, weren't supposed to be this boss, weren't supposed to be this visible.
And for those who don't know, it's because we're talking about a male review. We are talking about exotic dancers where the men are exotic.
Well,
we'll just leave it with that adjective right there.
But it's not just their exotic review, Portia. It's more so the business aspect and where you usually see your executives and who they look like. They usually don't look like black women that look like us, especially portrayed on television. television.
Right.
And so to play this character that encompasses the Michelle Obama, the Maxine Waters, my mother,
Right.
the principal at my high school, all the black women that I aspire to pull from. That's who this character encompasses, the strength, the backbone,
Yeah.
the unapologeticness of our blackness.
And she, yes, indeed. I like how you put that. And
Yes.
she's really strong. How much of Madam is in you and how much is in Eva are you putting in Madam DeVille?
It's a mix, because I think there's a little bit of Madam in every woman. In every woman, there's that fight, there's that fire, there's that hunger. And Eva has it, for sure. Now, Madam, the lengths that she goes to get what she wants,
She can be intense.
she can be a little intense.
Let's take a look at the clip. She can be a little intense.
Can I go down?
What is he doing here? Huh? Just giving him his money. Blue, I told you to do that hours ago. I know. I'm sorry. Blue, I said I was sorry. Does he have his money? Yeah. Then he can leave.
There's a fear, but a respect. And it seems like that is what you're always trying to convey with this character.
Yes.
You have to respect me.
You have to. You don't have a choice. But I don't think I truly want fear.
Right.
Sometimes fear is the only way to garner respect in the business of being a gangster. So if you're not going to give me the respect I deserve, I'm going to take it.
I'm going to make sure you understand that it's earned and deserved.
Yes, and you earn it every day.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. All right, the conversation is going to continue. We've got so much more to talk about you, this show, and the inspiration that you have been to so many women who are watching and who've watched for years. All right, stand by when she's coming up next. She is one of the stars as well of all the Queens women and one of Atlanta's favorite, everybody's homegirl, Rashan Ali is coming up and joining this conversation when we return.